right, Cubs fam, it looks like we have got a pay-to-play Razor Crest, a data mine pack about the Razor Crest appears to be coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. How do we feel about this? I'm going to talk about it. We brought Grid on to discuss. Let's go. Going, welcome back to the Cubs fan. Been a while since we've done a video.
It has. Good morning. How are things going with you? How's the Cubs fam? How's everybody doing out there?
Everybody's doing great. We got a Tuesday here, and I was feeling real happy until someone's like, "Hey, Cubs, did you know that the Razor Crest is gonna have a pack?" And I was like, "Bleh, what?"
What?
I thought that was just a conquest thing, and here it is. We do not know. So I want to make a quick disclaimer. This is in the data mine, and as far as I can see, Gridden, I don't see anything else about this pack anywhere. It's just an image of a data card and the Razor Crest, which lends me to believe that we're going to have that package. So assuming that this is what it's going to be, it's probably going to be, I'm guessing, a marquee style pack, so you can wail on the Razor Crest. How do you feel about that?
I don't like it. I really wished and really kind of hoped it was going to stick as a conquest. Oh, hello, we have a guest. As a conquest reward to reward people who are really excelling in Galactic Conquest. It's not the easiest mode. It is difficult. Yeah. And I thought that would be kind of a cool way to say, hey, if you're gunning for conquest, here you go. You get a little edge ahead. And I don't know. I don't like that. I get it. I understand from a business perspective, they'll probably make money and it allows people to whale on it. I get why, but I don't really like it. I don't really like it.
It feels misleading to me. You know what I mean? It feels like the way that they packaged this is a conquest specific reward and eventually it'll be farmable. But now it's like we are not even through the exhibition of Conquest. We've done only 2 rounds, and we're already data mining a pack. Now, of course, that could be data mined, and maybe we don't even see it for a while. And so I want to be clear. Yeah. Let's not freak out until we see something in game. But I mean, usually when we see something like this, it's probably going to be their next update. It just feels like way too soon to me.
Absolutely.
And the Razor Crest looks very, very OP, and so I think this is going to be something that people are inclined to go for very quickly.
I could even I spent my what are they called, the ticket, the currency, the Galactic Conquest currency, to make sure that I was getting as many Razor shards as possible.
Yeah, me too.
And I
got all of them.
Yeah, and every time I saw it, I made sure to grab it. And if I could have just gotten one pack that made up for those, I probably would have spent those currency elsewhere. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I don't know. Maybe like a limited time purchase one, you only can buy it like once and it's like 15 shards. So it's not like that crazy. Yeah. But if you missed one Galactic Conquest or one of the box rewards, so you missed out on some of the shards, you can kind of get them back, but only once, like maybe, but I really hope it's not like, $12.99 and you can buy as many shards as you want. Right. That would be disappointing for sure.
Based on what the pack looks like, I feel like that's what it will be.
Yes, it
looks like the normal marquee pack. So we'll see what they do. It could also be just a matter of maybe the exclusive characters for Conquest or / units aren't going to be long-term grinds. Maybe all of them are kind of more viewed like marquee characters, where kind of like we released marquee characters in Conquest. What was it? Yeah. IG-11 and Queel, I think it was. That went there, and it was like, okay, you can get some shards here, and then after the 2 weeks or so, then you'll be able to get them elsewhere. And so maybe that's what the Razor Crest is meant to be. And maybe we've seen the last of Razor Crest in Conquest. Maybe we got another character. Maybe some of the Bad Batch are going to be in Conquest.
Yeah, actually, that is a good point. I think that would be a valid point. And if this is a way for them to introduce some new characters, I wouldn't be against this, actually. Like the marquee events they're fine. I'm not a huge fan of, just like, all right, here's a marquee. Now you have to wait 8 million months in order to get them unless you whale.
8 million.
I'm not huge on that. But if they were to bring it to Galactic Conquest like this and say, well, here's an opportunity for you to get some shards in a different way rather than just simply do our little event, get them to 3-star, and then wait. Here's a way for you to get some more shards. I'd be okay with that. As long as it was somewhat relevant. Like the Razor Quest. How many shards did we walk away with that
I've
after the
got
two?
almost here. I'll pull up my game and tell you here in a second. I've got I think almost 80 or something like that.
Yeah, isn't it like 85 that you can
I
walk
got
away
the
with?
max that I was able to scrap together. And so but the thing is too though that I think it's hard for me to I guess view it that way, like okay, we're going to do a new unit, character, ship every conquest. It's hard for me to I guess get in that mindset because this was a 145 unlock, which
Yeah,
implies legendary status. No?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it could be. I mean, if I would hope they keep the Razor Crest in there for at least another 2 or something, because that would let us at least like unlock it.
Yeah.
And then maybe yeah, go on a rotation type of thing. You'll bring in Razor Crest here and there, or keep Razor Crest in maybe some of the reward boxes, but then bring out other characters throughout like instead of just data discs and just the stim booster packs or whatever they were and some gear and stuff. Maybe that's where they can put in some more character shards as well.
So I'm at 80 out of 145. So to be
Okay.
fair, for 2 more rounds of conquest, this thing's unlocked for me.
Yeah.
Assuming the conquest doesn't kick my butt. And so part of me wonders too, did they I mean with the release cadence, maybe they overestimated or underestimated how many shards we were going to be able to all get. Because I think most people that were in towards the end game were able to get that max crate on hard.
Yeah.
Most people that I know got it that have been playing the game for at least probably 3.5, 4, or 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're walking away, with a Razor Crest here with, 1 more or 2 more Galactic Conquest, which would be, I think that'd be fine. That's about what, if we do 2 weeks, 2 weeks, a 2-week break, and then so what, like 2 months and a half or so, and we get a pretty awesome character unlocked. I'm not against that. It was fun the whole time. I enjoyed Galactic Conquest. I wouldn't be against that. And then, it's like, all right, here's your character. Now it goes to packs. And then here you go. Here's, you walked away with 160 shards, and now it's in packs, and then you unlock it eventually. And then here's tech, here's Wrecker. And then a couple months down the road after that, here's the next character that's going to be in the next batch from. I wouldn't be against that. But if they're just like,
see what they do exactly. I'd say for now it feels like Whiplash. Do you think that's fair to say? It just seeing that pack is just like, wow, oh, okay, that's just not what I expected to see it based on the way they framed it.
Yes, especially so quick. Again, it is a data mine. We're not totally sure, but like, I mean, if they're literally like, all right, here's some shards, and then boom, go ahead, whale out on it. I'd be like, I thought this was. It kind of reminds me if you go back towards the beginning of the game, Vader, you could only get Vader shards through achievements.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was like
difficult.
that for a long time too.
Yeah, it was like that for a really long time. That there was no other way to do it apart from doing these really difficult things or long-term sort of things, and it gave you that sort of like it. I mean, it was a bummer because Vader wasn't a good character, but it was it was fun. It was fun to work towards this character. And Galactic Conquest, it's fun right now. I like the mode. It's cool to be able to say, here you go, here's how you get Razor Crest. You have to gun for Galactic Conquest. It's fun. It's a difficult thing to do. It's quite the achievement, and then you get Razor Crest. And if they're just like, here's some packs, go get it, I'd be like, oh, well, okay, never mind. Like that would just be a huge buzzkill, especially this quick. I mean, our first rounds of exhibition, then they bring it out. It's like, oh, okay.
Apologies for the interruption in the middle of Gridden's monologue there. But we did have some merch out there. Shameless plug for my new merch down below. Check it out. We got a lot of new great options. So, Grid, we'll have to wait and see what they do. I think both you and I are. I think we're pretty much on the same page here. I don't think this is the end of the world. I'm not storming over to Sacramento to burn down the building or anything like that. Not that I've ever been like that, but
No, definitely not. Nope.
Maybe sometimes it sounds like I am, but I am. I'd say I'm just kind of taken aback by this, but we'll have to wait and see exactly what it is that they are doing once we actually see it in the game. So, Grid, and we're going to be doing some more work together. Do you want to tease everybody about our new mod series that's coming out soon?
Ooh, actually, yes. I think that would be fantastic. I'd love to. Yes, you guys, me and Cubs are working on an amazing project. I've teased a little bit on my channel on some other things involving mods. Me and Cubs are working on an amazing project, a really, I think a really strong, like, community, like, oriented service project here, if you will. This is it's a really great project.
Your cat is very, very interested in this too. So.
She's very, I mean, look at her. She's just standing here staring at me
like, tell me about the mods, Grid.
Tell me more. Tell me all about it. It's something, you guys, that this should help a lot of players gain a really strong, solid base understanding about mods. I think that would be kind of
TLDR,
a light way to.
We're gonna go through almost every character in the game by squad, and we're gonna just help give you guys a good graphic you can put in your pocket to give you some ideas of which base stats you're gonna want to be hitting and what stats are the most important for what characters, just so that the common man out there can do better with mods. So that's coming starting next week. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a series of, I don't know, probably 10 videos when all is said and done, but Grin will be joining me for all of that. He's helping me kind of put together what those recommended stats are going to be. So looking forward to that. Grid, thank you so much for joining me for this video.
Of course, man.
Anything you want to yell at the fam before we leave? Did you want to give them a link to your OnlyFans or anything like that?
Yeah, I was just going to say, as always, I appreciate being on here. Make sure to go subscribe to my OnlyFans, which, by the way, is a joke. Well, kind of. I technically have one.
Joking.
I technically have one that I don't use.
No, we don't want to know about that. I'm ending the video right now.